Willie D Live.
What's up, family? A viral video shows a white man punching on a black woman at a Walmart while several males just stand around, chilling. Check it out.
I know I'm recording it because this is assault. Oh my god. Oh my god. Your sister.
Okay, fam. Off the rip, let me tell you something. I don't give a damn who started the fight. I would get dead on his ass. Straight up. That's right. Not on my watch. I do not know where these dudes come from today. I understand a lot of y'all scary. I got it. But, you know, it would have been fear that would have propelled me straight into his face. It would have been that fear of being one of the dudes standing around in that viral moment that the rest of the world is looking at saying, wow, would have never happened to our women. We never allow that to happen to our women. Let's switch roles for a minute, fam. Can you absolutely, under any circumstance, imagine a black man punching on an Hispanic woman and Hispanic men standing around watching? Oh, you can? Okay. Well, what about an Asian? You can? Okay. What about a white? You can't? No, you can't. You cannot imagine that under any circumstance. So, where do these black dudes come from? Now, I understand some of you black dudes out there, you don't like black women, even though you're mammy black. I said mammy because you just don't deserve respect. I don't know what happened to you, but I didn't have the greatest relationship with my mother either, but I would never disown an entire group of women based on my experience with one woman, two women, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. I just wouldn't do that. I'm not that big of a fool to think that only black women are capable of breaking my heart. Because that's what it comes down to, really. You got your heart broken. Or perhaps your heart never had a chance to get broken by a black woman or a black girl because they just didn't like you. For whatever reason, they just didn't like you. And that's okay. It's not your fault. Because everybody have different tastes, right? It's not your fault they didn't like you. Unless you actually went out of your way to not be likable, then that's different. But still, I just can't imagine you, Mr. Black Man, being alive in this world with millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of black women all over the place. And you just can't find one. Even if you are the worst of the worst, you can find one because there's somebody for everybody. So what this boils down to, perhaps, is just good old-fashioned self-hate disguised as awareness. That's what a lot of them try to act like they just aware, I just see a black woman, how they act, look at how they act. And they take these isolated cases and use those as examples of why they don't like black women or why they don't date. But they don't ever go and take the examples of the black women that we all see out there who are shining examples of womanhood. They won't get those women. They just go for the low-hanging fruit. They just go and get the ones who are low frequency. And there's a lot of them out there. But you can equally find a lot of low frequency women in other ethnic groups. But it just appears that we're the only ones who goes out of our way to disparage one another. Black men do it, and black women do it too. Not all, but some. I wish that they could find each other. Perhaps, wouldn't that be nice? If they could find each other, right? The ones who hate the black women hate black man hate black. Wouldn't it be nice if those two could just, they could find each other and then that would cancel everything out? But they're not smart enough to do that. I just couldn't be one of those dudes. I wouldn't want that on my record. That video, it's viral, even if it wasn't a video, but the fact that that's going to be out there. I'm not going to be one of the dudes in the video that something like that when something like that goes down and I don't step up. Let me explain something to y'all, fam. You can call me what you want to call me, but you ain't gonna call me a coward. Call me what you want. You can call me dead, but you ain't gonna call me a coward. You gonna look like that's a man laying in that casket. I don't think y'all hear me. I would rather be dead than to be one of those dudes in that video watching that black woman get beat up by that white dude. Even if she wasn't getting beat up, you ain't putting your hands on no black woman while I'm around. That ain't happening. And what I want to know is, what is the fixation with white men swinging on black women? See, I've seen enough of those videos out there to know that they got this thing where they like to put their hands on black women. Yeah, they have little patience for black women. They really like putting their hands on black women. They like swinging on black women. So me knowing that, oh shit, not on my watch. Not on my watch. You'll see, fam, if I ever have the opportunity, you'll see. You'll see. Hell no, it's not happening on my watch, man. I refuse to live in a world like that. I refuse to live in a world where I accept something like that. Some of these dudes, they call, well, look how they be acting. Look, man. Just say you're a coward, bro. It's cool. Just say because everybody ain't got it in them. But I don't want to live in a world where I'm so afraid of going to jail that I won't do the right thing. I don't want to live in a world where I'm so afraid to die, where I sit back and watch something like that happen. I don't want to live in a world where I'm so afraid to kill. Before I sit back and watch something like that happen. That ain't me, man. And I didn't grow up like that. I didn't grow up around dudes like that. If you grew up around me and you had that type of mentality, you didn't get no respect. You wouldn't get no respect. Nobody would, everybody, you a clown. You a sucker. Not only would you get no respect from the men, no woman would want nothing to do with you. Because she already know. Just off the rip, just on the honor tip, you're supposed to try to do something to intervene. Maybe you don't go full throttle. Maybe you don't go in there and go crazy on them. But at the very least, hold on, man. You break it up. You just bust that shit up, man. Hold on, what y'all doing? Because sometimes you may not know what's going on. You don't want to commit too much. So you just, at the very least, man, you get in there and break it up, bro. These dudes, one of them walked right by. Just kept walking. See, let me tell you something what I would have done, fam. First and foremost, I'm going to exercise situational awareness. I'm going to look around, make sure, I get a good, I'm going to scan the immediate area quickly. And then I'm going in. I would have whooped his ass so bad, fam. It would have been one of my greatest performances. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Whatever happened after that would have been worth it for me. It's not gonna happen on my watch. And I'm gonna tell you something. The more and more that we allow something like that to happen, the more normal it's going to become. Because there are a lot of white men out there who are quick to put their hands on black women. You can see video after video after video. When I was looking for this particular video, I had to find it because I had a version of it, but I didn't like the commentary and all that stuff that was on it. I was trying to get it out of there. So I'm looking for a cleaner version. And AI told me there are several videos of white men having physical confrontation with black women. That's what AI said. So what is it? Can any white man out there answer that question for me? What's the fixation? Would y'all want to put your hands on black women, swinging on black? What's going on with that? What's the phenomenon about? Not on my watch, man. That's not happening. Not on my watch. Straight up, I don't give a damn what you think about me. Y'all some cowards. Y'all cowards. Every last one of them dudes that was in there, and I know one of y'all, at least one of y'all gonna see this video at some point. You're a coward. I don't even know how you look at yourself. Ooh, man, I don't want to live in that type of world. And let me explain something to you too. Next time, it might be your mama. It might be your sister. It might be your wife. Okay, well, she probably started, she hooked up fighting and she act like a man, I'll treat you like a man, you are. Okay, what if, I know it's hard for you to think like this, but what if the woman was just minding her business and standing her ground? What if he came for her? What if she tried to de-escalate and then he put his hands on her and then she defended it herself? Does that change anything for you? Probably not. Because you're a coward. You wouldn't have done nothing anyway. You just looking for a way out. When dudes say, oh, she probably started, or what she do, or woo, all this kind of stuff, I got you, man. There are some black women out there who are just foul. And you don't want to get caught up with those type. You don't want to get caught up in a situation with a woman like that. But in this situation, you don't have a lot of time to think. You don't know her background. You don't know what happened. Hell, let me tell you something. I ain't have to see who started it. I can just be coming across the aisle. What the fuck did I just see? Hold on. Ding, ding, fries and shake. Straight up. No questions asked. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.